Hey there, my name is John Siskovich, and if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I love chickens. And because I love chickens, I like to be surrounded by chicken people, and so for that reason, I went down to Texas this year in January 2019 to the American Pastured Poultry Producers Association, or APPPA, their annual conference, when I got to be surrounded by people who love chickens as much as I do. Now, the series this week, this is Monday, the series that I'm going to release now are 5 takeaways, 5 things that I took away from the conference, either quotes that I loved, sentiment, a fun production tip. I learned a lot. I've been doing this for 6+ years now, and I took 11 pages of notes, and that was on top of the materials that I collected, the downloads that I got with the conference, and all the networking and connections I made while I was there. So it's just an amazing experience, and it was something that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, the first video is a little bit more philosophical, and it comes from Mike Badger, who is, I don't know if he's executive director or he's one of the board members of APPPA, and he pulls a lot of weight. I mean, this guy's amazing. He has the Pastured Poultry podcast. If you search for that with Mike Badger, I'll have a link below in the description. But the quote that I took from him was that we don't pay our bills with lifestyle. And there are a lot of reasons to get into farming and homesteading, and lifestyle is a big one. I took everything that I love to do, taking videos, taking photos, drinking beer, making and eating food, sharing that with my community, being outside, working on equipment, all the things that bring me joy. I built my lifestyle and my business around that. And the reason why I liked Mike's quote so much of you can't pay the bills with a lifestyle is that when you get into this, you're going to love and enjoy and really appreciate putting chickens out on grass and raising birds and maybe bringing on cattle and whatever your farming enterprise is going to be. But that has to pay the bills in some way. You have to do some data, some tracking. And even if you have an off-farm job, or if your spouse or partner has an off-farm job, you're gonna wanna justify what your expenses are, where you're losing money, where you're making money, and that works for a homestead as well. You're on a budget, that's part of the lifestyle. Documenting where your money's going, how your money's coming in will either it will add into that conversation with your partner on why you're doing this and why you're living this way. It will help you shape and form and navigate your business paths. Seeing what you do through the eyes of data and analytics doesn't have to be scary. You're gonna take that credit card out and swipe it anyways. You might as well track what you're spending it on and try to improve. This whole video may seem rudimentary to some of you, but it is always a good reminder to appreciate and remember and take some stock, even if you've been doing this for a while, on where your time, money, and just you as a resource are going, how you're spending your days, and if that brings value to you, if that brings value to the people around you, and if that puts value back into the earth, because that's a big focus of mine. So I'm gonna end with that. Tomorrow, another philosophical video. It'll go through a range of videos this week, but tomorrow we're gonna talk about opportunities and the opportunities and that find you and the ones that you're seeking. And believe me, it all makes sense tomorrow, but I gotta wrap this video up because they're keeping these short this week. I know that I've been shooting a lot of stuff in front of this board, and thanks to my friend Paul, who's editing, we've gotten some B-roll shots. I will be shooting more outside as the weather warms up, but right now it is like 20 degrees and super windy outside, which is why I set up this office space so that I could record without any wind noise, be warm, have my dog asleep on the floor, and get stuff out to you guys to share my experiences. Hang in there this week for the little APPA recap, and until next time, I will see you out in the field.